how digitalization is helping or going to help in ease of doing apprenticeship, right? Today we have a theory part of it and we have a practical part of it, right? So what is your thought with all COVID coming, going and all those things, how you think digitalization can actually have an establishment to create that ecosystem or create that ease of doing apprenticeship?
Everybody knows now that digitization and digitalization, both things are going hand in hand. And in fact, it has advanced more than 4 to 5 years had it been no pandemic and now with pandemic, right? So we have done all creative ways of finding out our ways and means, because we have been producing. We are a manufacturing company, and manufacturing doesn't happen from work from home kind of a setup, right? But whatever, having said that, still there are ways and means of using digitalization. I would say it has brought the school, the RI classes, to the homes and to the rooms of the people. So that's how we have benefited. In fact, TeamLease is doing a fantastic job. Similarly, many other apprenticeship aggregators are doing it through online training programs. And that has also helped us in a way to get more time for, production time. Basically, people used to go for 1.5 days for the training. Now they are doing fully on production. They are there available for 5 days, and they are doing their classes on the 6th day. So that's how it has benefited. Now coming to other things, Prime Minister has done a lot of job on digitization. So apprenticeship itself is fully end-to-end, I think, digitized, because earlier we used to miss out a lot of things on applications, on getting accreditation, on getting the reimbursements. Everything is simplified. Theoretically, they can learn through digital ways, but there are many other things which we have implemented through virtual tools. Certain things which we can't do physically because you can't travel much. So we are also doing some specific things. For example, some digitization project is going on. We do it virtually for these people so that they understand, they learn, and then quickly adapt on the floor so that they become more agile. And because the whole program is learn while you are doing, you are earning, and that's the kind of a program has to happen, practically on the floor, on the ground. So restrictions are there, yes, you can't travel, but education and the learning is not stopped. Let me put it that way.
Talk about the digitalization, it starts from the induction program. So what we did is, merely, so we have recorded the induction. So earlier, how it works is, we used to call. Now, I am also from ITS background, call center background. I was with Polaris VP, where I need to do the induction for about 100 people who are joining. As Ms. Pooja said, the attrition percentage was little higher, because per week we used to hire around some 100 employees, or at least 60 to 70 employees. And the same way, the induction part or the on-the-job training program, product and process training program will also take time, same way, right? So we used to need to be there for a manual, do a presentations, all those things done. Every week you have a man hours spent only on the induction program. Now it is all changed, right? So I talk to a computer and then recorded the version and then simply send it across to all the places wherever the people join. We have our own portal where they log in across, they click off a button, they get their induction part ready. That's it. So I would have spent around some 3 hours or 4 hours maximum to describe it in a better way. So that's one biggest part, which the entire man hour of a particular person is saved. So that way the SOPs is also developed. See, since now I'm in the industry of beauty and wellness, where the SOPs are majorly playing a vital role in terms of following the SOPs is vital. As per the recent government instruction as well, any salon or any spa should also have the circulated SOPs to be followed. And before itself, as a company, we have a limited or we have a huge SOPs to be followed across, because we don't put manpower without giving them for about 15 days of training. Now the SOPs are done, and there is a video SOPs also been done. And I should thank Mr. CK Ranganathan, my managing director here, because he is the one person who always insists on the digitalization, whoever it may be. Now we are going to, now we are coming out with the virtual supervisor. Right, there's no team leaders required. Now we are coming out with the virtual supervisor is what our concept is. Next thing is we are going to go to the next level of, an employee knows his productivity, how much he has worked and how much is the billing, what is his incentive, everything. That's a kind of an employee we are just coming out across. So likewise, the SOPs also been video has been recorded, video recorded, and all the employees has been given to the same link. And the employee get benefited. That saves the time of the particular thing. And as Mr. Anil said, a lot of training programs has been conducted via this, via the digital way, right? As Mr. Anil said, if at all in the manual presence, definitely half of them would have not come. And if it is this way, people will at least start hearing what the other person wants to talk about or expresses. So that way, the digitalization is playing a vital role, and we are becoming more and more part of the digitalization. And I just wanted to share one particular thing, because we used to recruit people with 8th pass, 6th pass, because that's where the people go for the haircut, and then they become as a beautician or with this thing. Our education background of these children is very, very less. We were earlier we start about this induction program, online SOP on video recording, everything. We were fumbling whether these people can able to operate mobile or something like that. But as Mr. Anil said, the pyramid has been changed. They are little more senior than adapted with the technologies. We are little at the back end. So that one example I would like to share.
We have always been recruiting graduates. Okay, ours is a slightly niche domain that we work out of, and we take only pharma graduates and all. So we did not have challenges in terms of how will these graduates manage and all, because as Anil and Saravanan both said, they're far ahead, in terms of technology. The youth is far ahead of it. So moving to digitalization wasn't a challenge at all. For us, we've liked the entire program because it gives organizations empowerment to drive their own training programs through this, and we could imbibe our training programs in the apprenticeship program and digitalize those as well. So that's kind of helped us multifolds. Okay, so moving initially just only doing classrooms and running all those programs, we were always doing it, but moving it into digital also has not been a challenge at all, because the youth, I think the current youth is quite savvy. They have no problems about adopting to the newer technology and all. So in the apprentice, the graduates that come in the apprentice also, they're pretty savvy about the entire platform and digitalization.
As far as digitalization is concerned, as Saravanan said, we have created our own application. It's called a Centrum Udan, and the entire training or the LMS bit of it is tracked through that. Your induction bit of it, OJT, buddy system, or on the other side, if you say even e-recruitment, where a person has to send in their documents, KYC before they're joining. I guess youth is very much agile and adapted to it. We haven't had a lot of problems at all. I mean, they are for them, understanding is not an issue. Plus, we have created content in different languages for them to understand. So yes, if you see the earlier induction was spread across 2 days, where they were undergoing 4 sessions. The same has been converted into say about a 3.5-4 hour session as far as the application is concerned. There is certainly a reduction in man hours. Productivity has increased, and overall, from a company perspective, it has certainly worked. There is we're saving a lot of time, and at the same point of time, you are there with them.